All right, first off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, for I'm doing another video through the Spirit, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, for giving us his truth as worms. Double honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. Now I want to go into something today that was written in John, dealing with the restoring or restoration of the sons of God from that fallen estate which happened in the beginning, which I think is a beautiful topic to go into as we're living in these days where the sons of God which fell from their first estate are now coming back to that glory through Yahawashi. So because I was reading John earlier, and it basically goes into that Yahawashi was the one set up to bring back the sons of God to the Heavenly Father, to restore them. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to get the verse. Because when you're dealing with the Bible, you have to know who the sons of God are and what happened in the beginning and how they fell, which, Lord willing, get into that a little bit. But first, I want to start with this St. John 1 and verse 10. He was in the world, and the world and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. Speaking about Yahawashi. Because Yahawashi made the world through the authority of his father Yahweh, and the world didn't receive him, his own, really the children of Israel. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. And that's another lesson for another time. But I want to actually sit down and do one of those too, the understanding of that, because that's not talking about the Lord opening the gates to heathens, which some Christians would use that. Oh, well, the Jews didn't accept them. Yeah, but what were Peter and the rest of the disciples? Were they not Jews? So what are you talking about? But nonetheless, that's another topic for another time. But his own dealing with the ones that were in that seat, that were in that seat of Moses, if you will, they didn't receive him, and really majority of Israel at that time didn't receive him. Only the ones that are chosen, and even now, the majority of Israel does not receive the Lord. But the chosen ones, the chosen of Israel will. Like it says in verse 12, but as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of Yahweh. So these are the children of Israel, and the people Christians would use this. Well, no, this is speaking about those that were chosen from the beginning. The Lord has already issued them to be a part of that chosen number. Now, dealing with this part in verse 12, but as received him, to them he gave to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. And what happened to the sons of God? Let's go get that. Let's get that Genesis. Because what happened? Why did the sons of God, or the children of Israel, need to be brought back to the Heavenly Father? Because we went astray. And I'm going to also get Jude, but I'm going to start in this Genesis 1 and verse 1. Let's see. Yeah, Genesis. I'm gonna just jump right to the point. This is Genesis 1 and verse 3. I'll start on. Fuck it. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, which are the heathens, those heathen women, that they were fair. Which those heathen women, they were beautiful, just like now. Jake get with one of these heathen women and go after their gods. Nigga become a goddamn Buddhist off of dealing with a Chinese chick. They took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord Yahweh said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for he is only flesh. Because what is it? What dwelleth in his flesh? Sin. Yet his days shall be 120 years. Because what as we keep reading, what happened to the sons of God when they got with those women? They started going after those other gods. They started entering into heavy idolatry. The sons of God dealing with the sons of men. That's why it says they made wives. They didn't say they made concubines of them. He made the sons of God were be making covenants and leagues with these women and these other nations and going after those other nations' gods. When you deal with the sons of God and their fall in the beginning, this has a lot to do with it. It's a heavy idolatry. Heavy idolatry brought down the sons of God, which are modern day the children of Israel. And the sons of God are not some giant fucking men, which people call Nephilim, angels in the flesh. I mean, we are angels in the flesh, but not like fucking 100 feet tall having sex with fucking women. And that's not what it's talking about. It's talking about those men who were great and renowned men. They were getting with these heathen women and going after their gods. That's why in the next verse the Lord said they're only flesh, because what dwelleth in this flesh? Sin. Is going the fuck off. There were Salakia. There were giants in the earth in those days, which are dealing with the sons of God. And also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. Like just like you have your Michael Jordans and things of that nature, you had those men were great men. But what? They were committing iniquity. And how were they committing that iniquity? By going after idolatry. That's why in verse 5, look what it's going to say. And Yahweh saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that the imagination of the thoughts of their heart were only evil continually, which was happening. They was going the fuck off, man. Now, I'm gonna get something to back up the point of them that they were going off. This is because you man, you give Jake, them Jakes were great, man. They were mighty men, as it says, like the mighty men of David, but wicked. Dudes was you could only imagine a bunch of niggas leaping bounds, getting with women. This is 2nd Ezra 3 and verse 5, and gave his commandment unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of thine hand. Thou didst breathe into him the breath of life, because what the Lord gave the sons of God and Adam through Adam were supposed to be the ruling class on the planet Earth at that time. They were supposed to teach the other nations, just like the law says, just like the law in Deuteronomy says. They're supposed to see and know this is a wise and understanding people. But what? They went the fuck off. Dealing with Adam's fall, dealing with the rest of the sons of God's fall, they went off. And gave, and we're going to see this, man. We're going to see that Elder Yashwama goes into this a lot. We're going to see this, man. We're going to see this in the kingdom of heaven, how it all played out. And gave and he was made a living before thee, because he had the law, statutes, commandments. He had it. It was given unto him. But what? Let's keep reading. And thou leadest him into paradise, which thy right hand had planted before ever the earth came forward. And unto him thou givest commandment to love thy ways, because what? He had the laws. He had what was supposed to be to do what was right. He had what was right in the Garden of Eden. The Lord planted him eastward in Eden. He planted him in that special land, in most likely Israel or Jerusalem. He planted him there, and he established him there. He gave him the law, such commandments. He wasn't walking around butt-ass naked. Eve, the sons of God and Adam had the righteous way. But what? Like it says right here, which he transgressed. And immediately thou appointest death into him, and in his generation, of whom came nations, tribes, people, kindreds, and out of number. And every people walked after his own will, Jake, or the sons of God back then, and did wonderful things before thee, and despised thy commandment. And again, in process of time, thou broughtest the flood upon those that dwelled in the world and destroyed them. And it came to pass, even of them, that that as death was to Adam, so was the flood of these. So what? The Lord Yahawashi destroyed all of them, but he didn't X out. He always left the way back to that covenant, back to the way of the tree of life, if you will, which is his knowledge and truth and understanding, the garden. We're going to go back to that glorious estate and even more. But what? We fell. That's why Yahawashi had to come to make us again, to reconcile us, to be those sons of God and even greater, and have that perfect heart and not be as flesh. To not have that sin dwelling within us, but to be perfectly righteous before the eyes of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Shem Yahawashi. I'm going to go back to that because I was reading, I was like, that's cold. This is John 1 and verse 12. This is John 1 and verse 12. But as many, Salakia, as received him, to them he gave, I'm gonna read over. And as many as received him, which are ones that believe in him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God. Because what? They were once those sons of God before, and what? They fell. But now are we being reconciled to that great estate once again, and even a better promise through Yahawashi, even to them that believe on his name. So we're going back to that glorious state. We're going to go back to that level of the sons of God, or the sons of the power, which Israel means what? Prince of the power. We lost that way, but through Yahawashi are we reconciled, and we are able to come back to that glorious path and be able to gain entrance into the Garden of Eden, which is ultimately parabolic for this knowledge, this truth, and this understanding in the way to immortality. Because this truth is going to bring immortality, and through Yahawashi, that's how we're going to gain all this. This is that's why Yahawashi is very important, because Yahawashi brought us back from that low state that we were in, that broken, fucked up state. But now we are able to be delivered through him. This is Jude 1 and verse 6. And the angels were kept not their first estate, which was what? Us. We fell, but left their own habitation. He have reserved into everlasting chains of darkness unto the judgment of the great day. And when the Lord returns, he's going to judge everyone's work, whether it be good or evil, and elect the ones that are righteous. Their deeds are going to make them acceptable as the sons of God once again, and even greater before the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Shem Yahawashi. And that is only possible through Yahawashi. That is how we're going to be made kings and priests without the order of Moses. All Israel will become kings and priests through the authority of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Shem Yahawashi, and not under the old way, which was established by Moses, but which is greater, which is established upon Yahawashi. Because without Yahawashi, we would have no resurrection. We would have no way to life. We would have no way back to that greatness. We will be fucked. For you niggas who want to hype up the way of Moses, which the way of Moses was great, we just couldn't keep it. We don't hate the way of Moses or what was set up by Moses. We just aren't right. We can't do it. So the Heavenly Father already knew that. That's why Moses even said out of his own mouth, there is one that will come of thy brother. Him shall you hear. Which was Yahawashi, the one who loosed the seals, the one who made us kings and priests, who took the bullet for us. And just to say, this only applies to Israel. This does not apply for every nation, because only the nation that the Heavenly Father is dealing with is the nation of Israel. So this is Revelations 3 and Revelations 5 verse 3. And no man in heaven, nor in earth, nor under earth was able to open the book, neither to look upon thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open the book, neither to look thereupon. Because why? Without us being able, having that access, we will be fucked. That's why John wept. He's like, fuck, we're through. We're through. But what? Verse 4. I wept. Verse 5. Uh, Verse 5. And I opened, and one of the elders said unto me, weep not. Behold, the lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open the book and to loose the seven seals thereof. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne of the four beasts, in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh sent forth into all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 40 and 20 elders fell down before the Lamb, having everyone harps and a golden vessels full of odors, which are the prayer of the saints. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to Yahweh by the blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and have made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. And it's the same when you read Genesis. Oh, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that Genesis. Let's just get it. Yahawashi is the reason we are able to go back to that great estate and greater, because what he redeemed us from every kindred and tongue and nation under the whole heavens. He redeemed us, man. Let me see. Okay, yeah, never mind. But the main point is right there, man. Through Yahawashi, we are redeemed. Through Yahawashi are the sons of God able access again unto the Heavenly Father. It's all because of Yahawashi. It's all because of him. It's all because of him and the sacrifice that he made. And that's what he came on earth to do. To be that sacrifice and to redeem us back to our power. Because we fell and were cast off, but he has redeemed us unto our power and has made us once again the sons of God unto Yahweh, and even greater, Yasharallah, princes of the power, commonly known as Israel, but really is Yasharallah, princes of the power, and we're going to that estate. So, Lord will hope this lesson was edifying. The redemption of the sons of God was all through Yahawashi. So, with that, all praise be to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Rakakwadash, and with that, Shalom.